Hey everyone, welcome back to Watch Wafer. Today we have a review of the rugged and robust GShock GA100 xlarge watch. Whether you are a watch enthusiast or looking for something durable and stylish while also a little bit oversized, this might be the perfect piece for you. Let's get into it. First off, let's talk about the design. The GA100X Large is aptly named. It's bold, it's big, and it's definitely a statement piece on your wrist. The watch face is large and clear, and it makes reading time effortless even in quick glances. And the best thing that I want to say about this watch is the dial. The dial on this watch is pretty unique, and it's a combination of analog and digital displays, giving it a modern yet classic look. Have you ever seen the motorcycles of the older, if from the 1980s or 1990s? They used to have a triple cluster. Even some of the motorcycles of this era are having these clusters, and it gives me that kind of a look. And when you see that the center piece or the center dial especially gives you the odometer feel, where the left and right gives you the additional meter gauges which you would have on a motorcycle, and combined with these hands which have the holes in the middle, it gives it such a nice look, and it is not seen in any of the other G-Shock watches. And this pad with this dial is so unique and so interesting to look at. And especially there are some red combinations of, there are some text on the dial which is printed out in red, and that pad with the white text and the red and white hands give it a very nice interesting look. And compared to the other colorways, this is the only colorway that it is much more clear, and it serves the purpose of having a very defined yet a nice retro classic presence on your wrist. And at some angles you can see the 3D effect on the dial, which adds the depth and makes it visually striking. Now let's get into some of the features. First up, the GA100 X Large is known for its durability. Of course, it is similar to all the other G-Shock watches, and yes, it is durable, and it means it can withstand drops and bumps without any issues. Perfect for those with an active lifestyle. And when you compare it against the GWM 5610, you can see the increase in size, and when you put it side by side with the GWM 5610, which is G-Shock Square, it's considerably thicker, and the buttons are also nice and rugged, and they have a nice feeling to it, which helps you to identify the buttons in the dark, and they are shrouded within these button guards, which is not present in some of the other G-Shock watches, but yes, they are present in other similar watches which are similar to the GA100. And though it looks so big in comparison compared to the GWM 5610, it does manage to stay put, or it does manage to look lesser than its size on your wrist, which is a plus point for smaller sized wrists. It's also water resistant up to 200 meters, which is mentioned here as WR20 bar. So whether it's you are swimming, surfing, or you are just caught in the rain, you don't have to worry about the water damage. You can even go for swimming. You can even go for snorkeling or some light diving. And if it doesn't cross the 200 meters, it wouldn't affect your watch. And the backside is also pretty sealed, and it has a rubber gasket underneath which will help the water resistance. And speaking about the backside, look at the red and black finish on the backside as well. This gives it a sort of a Black Widow spider vibe, and it does break up the watch's details into two, and it breaks it up very nicely. And this red and black combination is carried throughout the watch, be it on the bezel, inside the watch, on the display, and on the buttons with the surrounds and the buttons, and to the backside, which has the area for the backplate. Everything goes well with the watch, and it's pretty nice to look at. The way that they have designed And when you see it online, it doesn't look this much good from the pictures. They don't do justice to it actually. But when you have it in your hand, you can feel all the different combinations of the red and black being used throughout the watch. Of course, if you have a 360-degree view on the dial, you would be able to see some of these combinations in play, but in your hand you would be able to see it even much better. For those who would love a good stopwatch, this watch has got you covered. It has a 1/1000th second stopwatch, perfect for those timing, whether you are timing laps or just keeping track of time in your day-to-day activities. And it can be reached through this. When you click on the mode button, it will take you to the stopwatch and you can activate it over here, and you will see that. So here, instead of the usual 2-digit layout, you have the 3-digit layout, which shows that it is a 1/1000 second stopwatch, and it's pretty neat. And you can stop it as well. Stop it. And do you see one thing that happens on the center dial? So whenever and wherever you are stopping, it will move to that. It is a pretty nice animation on the center subdial which is paired with the digital display on the right side. So another useful feature on this watch is the world time function. With multiple time zones and daylight functions with on and off settings and also 48 cities, you can easily keep track of time no matter where you are in the world. Great for frequent travelers or anyone working with international clients. And it's all in the push of one button when you move on to the mode. Let's not forget about the LED light. This is super handy for checking the time in low light conditions. The watch has an auto light switch and selectable illumination duration, making it easy to see in the dark. But the LED light itself is okayish. As you can see in the video that has been shot in the dark, and it is okayish, and it's not too bright, but it does serve its purpose while you are using the watch in the dark. And whenever you want to turn the auto illumination on or off, as you can see, if you tilt the watch, it will turn on, and you can see a digital section on the left hand side display which says A light which means the auto illumination. And in order to turn it off when it's on, press the reverse button and hold it for a couple of seconds, and see it will go away. That means it's already turned off. And when you want to turn it on back again, press and hold it again for a couple of seconds, and then it will turn back on. Battery. In terms of battery life, you are looking at approximately 2 years with the CR1220 battery, and that's pretty impressive considering all the features packed into this watch. Lastly, comfort and fit. Despite its large size, this watch is surprisingly comfortable on the wrist. The resin band is flexible and adjustable thanks to its double tank clasp, and it ensures a snug fit without being too tight on your wrist. So there you have it, the GShock GA100 xlarge watch. It's durable, feature packed, and definitely a standout piece. Even though it's that much big on your wrist, it doesn't show it's an xlarge watch, and it confines to the smaller wrist sizes. And if you're in the market for a reliable and stylish watch, this definitely is one to consider. Thanks for watching till the end, and if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay updated on our latest reviews. Leave a comment below if you have any questions, or if you already own this watch and want to share your thoughts. Until next time, keep on ticking.